on the bay. So all of the northern neck and middle peninsula now under a warning or an advisory. Skies remain clear. Back to the west, though, seeing snow through West Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee, as well as northern Alabama and Mississippi. A lot of moisture will continue to head in our direction, and more will be drawn up out of the Gulf of Mexico that'll override this cold air mass, producing the wintry weather. And the warnings extend from the mid-Atlantic all the way down to the U.S.-Mexico border. All right, there's the ice potential, 1/4 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch, which includes the Richmond area, and then there'll be isolated locations that could get up to an inch of total freezing rain down to our south and west. Not much in the way of any snowfall across the Richmond area, but some heavier totals back to the north and west, and we will have some wind around, especially mid to late morning tomorrow before the stronger winds begin to shift to the east. Here's your metro impact, according to maybe 1 inch of snow at the absolute most here across the Richmond area. Sleet and freezing rain, anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch. That is going to cause some problems. For more on this winter storm, let's go inside to Mike Stone. Mike?
Thanks, Zach. Well, as we go across the next 24 hours, we're talking about sleet and freezing rain. So I want to remind you what the difference is. Sleet are just frozen raindrops, so they're ice pellets. They kind of bounce off the ground. You'll hear them like hit your air conditioner unit if you're outside. It actually stings to be hit by this. And if we get enough, it can accumulate a little bit, which is what we're expecting tomorrow. Freezing rain is kind of our most dangerous and most deceptive winter precipitation. It just looks like it's plain old raining outside, which you see the liquid falling, but the thing is everything along the ground surface is at or below 32. So it falls as rain, liquid rain, but as soon as it hits the surface, it freezes into a glaze of ice. And once we get a glaze of ice on some things, if it's not treated well, there's really no way to even travel at that point. Overnight tonight, we see the precipitation coming in overnight after about 1, 2 a.m. or so. Again, starting off as some snow and some sleet and then switching over to freezing rain. Here we are at 8 o'clock tomorrow. And the period between about daybreak and late morning, midday will be when the heaviest precipitation falls. So this is where we get some of our heavy ice accumulations and freezing rain accumulations across the area. And a few spots may bump up above freezing. But as we mentioned, with that high ice accumulation potential, there is a pretty good risk of more power outages south of 64 and west of I-85. Here's our 7-day forecast. 34 for tomorrow, but most of the day is going to be the upper 20s and low 30s. 41 with some scattered mixed precipitation on Friday. The weekend's nice, maybe some rain, a few snowflakes Monday, and then 60s by Wednesday.